Glock 11s, about 8, 38s, 9, 9, 10, Mac 10s, the shits never end. You can't touch my riches, even if you had MC Hammer and them 357 bitches.
Yo, Hotep to all my people out there, what's good? 5 pounds of pressure. DJ Uncle Jen, and I'm in here. I'm gonna give y'all the business today. I'm gonna give y'all the business on this. I am not no technical guy when it comes down to firearms and things of that nature. I don't know why these guys make it so technical. One thing comes out, then the next thing something else comes out. 3 weeks later, now you gotta go buy that. It was the Holosun, now it's the what is it? The old lights and the EOTechs and all of that good stuff. They make it so crazy. But the regular basic stuff works. I don't know why they try to make it seem like it don't. Everybody got their opinion on something. So with that being said, I was in the pawn shop and I came upon this. This is the Bushnell 3-9. What is this? 9x32 EG. If you can see that on there. And make it nice and sexy for you. Anyway, this thing is a triple threat right here. Of course, the scope. It has a red dot, green dot on here. And it also has a laser. Now, this was my laser from my other setup. So I took my other laser off because that one was real small. And I didn't I didn't have the battery for it. But all in all, I like this thing. The clarity on it is crazy. So when they be doing their little chromo diagnostics and all of that stuff, listen, man, take this one, you put it at a distance, 5-10 yards. Your laser light can be whatever, and the scope can be whatever the distance is of the scope. So 9 out of 10, you're gonna be using this, and maybe the laser light a little bit more. But going to the shooting range, on the indoor shooting range, and probably going to use this a little bit more. 25 yards. I have an outdoor range that I go to. They have a 100-yard target area, 50, 25. They do it in them increments. They don't do the 10 and the 10 and the 15 yards or whatever for this to be even optimal. So 9 out of 10, I'm gonna use my laser, or I could use a scope for that. This drone is nice. I had to understand the scopes anyway, because at one point looking at them, you get your eye up too close to them, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be like tunnel vision. So it's going to start squeezing in. So you got to get the distance just right from, you know, your eye or whatever, so the whole thing can open up. And this thing is clear. I don't care what nobody say. I'm not putting no meter up to it. I can see the lines and I can see the focal distance that is giving me or whatnot. Can you see my eye? Anyway, it's giving me the focal distance. That's a good thing. Now, when I bought this, the bad thing is it didn't have a dovetail rail so I can lock it down to my Picatinny. So I ordered something off of Amazon, and I'm going to jerry-rig the shit out of it. I'm not going to mount it to my firearm. I'm using this on my BM9. I'm not going to mount this to my firearm, but I'm going to put something that I'm going to mount it to. I'm going to use me some JB Weld. And I know you be like, oh, man, you going it ain't going to be even. It ain't going to be right. I'm going to line this thing up. I done it with, what did I use? I put some Picatinny's on. Actually, I put them on my BM9 on the sides and whatnot. And I have no problems with that. They're straight. They're aligned. I could put my camera on there. I could put a light on there. I could put a laser on there. I could do all of that. Just because it doesn't come from the manufacturer does not mean I can't jerry-rig it. Redneck's been jerry-rigging shit since the beginning of the time. And I damn sure know that I'm going to do it too. This is already stable. And once I get it on there, you know what I'm saying, I will be able to detach it. So that's the prime thing right there. But I will take my time and I will align everything that needs to be aligned within this groove, within these straight rails. I know there's a screw in here. I don't really want to cover that screw. If you can see it, I think it's up here somewhere, about right there or down there. Matter of fact, yeah, it's up here. I don't want to cover that screw, but I am, because I only paid about $60 for this joint at the pawn shop. So if it mess up, they not that expensive. I can get another one for about $1, 110. They got them for 170 something. And I like the styling of it. So if I had to do that, I will do that. It won't mess up my gun or anything like that. Now, on the flip side of everything, I know I promised y'all my 320. I just have yet to get out. My dad passed away. That was one thing. Some other stuff came up. Christmas came up. Even though it's 6 December, Christmas came up. I had some other stuff to do. It just, I kept getting pushed back. But I promise, because today is January the 31st. Starting in starting in February, I will get to the range. I'm going to the indoor range because I have to renew my membership on the outdoor range. I will be going to the indoor range. So I will be aligning and set that, and that'll give me enough time for this to set up. So I will be aligning this, and I will be using it 10, 15, 25 yards at the max, because, you know, the ranges on the indoor don't go that far. But 25 yards, this thing probably be a beauty. And I'm going to use this part for that. I'll probably line this one up. I got my bore sight. I already had my other stuff sighted in, but I'm going to redo it. I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do that before I get to the gun range, because they don't let you do that on the inside or whatever. They should, but they don't. You know what I'm saying? Cleaning your gun and stuff like that, you can't do none of that in there. Now, I want to know what this thing is for, because it does have a battery in it. I don't know if it's an extra battery holder. I thought this was dead, but it wasn't, so it does work. I don't know if I can turn it on and you can see inside. Let me see. Yeah, there it go right there. Little green dot right there. So basically, more or less, the battery did work in this one. So I was kind of grateful for that, just to, you know, see what it looked like. But other than that, this is a Bushnell 9x32 EG. And this thing is nice, man. It's a little beast. And the whole next thing about that is, if I can hit the target with this, why do I need a $10,000 scope? I don't know. Peace.
We're not promoting violence. We're just having some fun.